And we're back, and we're just coming into the end of the day. Left-hand side, Inge Enthoven, previous winner at Esch. In the foreground, prime shooter Pekka Loitokari. Oh, I mean,
he's having an alright day.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean,
well, that's
it's
out.
a bit disappointed with that one.
Yes.
Rightly so.
He'll be at the World Fields.
Yeah, he did well at the Europeans as well last year. He's doing. I think I'd imagine he'd be at the 3Ds as well.
Yes. They're all good at that in his part of the world.
Busy September for him. Is he shooting Wales as well? I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
But yeah, a couple of internationals for him next month, so hopefully he's hitting some peak form.
Yes, but would possibly have wanted to do this a little. What was that? I mean, God, he's only 8 down.
Coming into this, yeah. I mean,
it's
what's
tight.
that? Halfway round the. But yeah.
Just catches 9. Needs to move something in order to keep this tidy. Feel free to move your sight. There
There it is.
Otherwise, that'll be costly. That's a long way out. It's been a target that has shown up sort of the failings of archers more than it's you possibly expected to.
Yeah.
No, I mean, 20's been hard to come by.
It has been, yeah.
But it shouldn't be. Not if you put the first one in. Yeah, that's next. Move it a bit further. Make it. Although you can understand the sort of reticence that people have to move their windage, you know, at this point in a course. I mean, he's going to, and you kind of have to do it, even if you go in. It makes no sense. Why am I over there?
Well, in my preview, there is halfway down. There is you're very sheltered there, and halfway down there's. You know,
I can't be blowing enough.
Well, no, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's possible. There's nothing left on that target.
No. Bit of a long hold.
Yeah, good call.
Let's not play that. What I so wanted was you to go. Nothing left on that target. Dunk.
Yeah, it would have been good, wouldn't it? Ooh, it was a left 5.
We're starting to see a sort of where people are going to finish up. Reginald Cools is looking like he's done it well again today, I think. Oh, did he put that out the top?
No, I think it's probably caught, but it didn't look great.
Stephan Hansen, who is at full draw now, is kept up with Mike when Mike was shooting great. I actually think
Just inside.
it's going to be around about 5 down. Yes. But he shot steady without being awesome. You were talking to him before.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he was having a couple of issues with his sight tape and what have you, but he has shot well.
Yeah, I
think, and to be fair, you think he's only missed 1 because of that sight tape, but his X count's ridiculous.
Yeah, his X
considering
count is good.
His sight tape's out.
Yes. But then, he started with a 5 on the right. I expect him to have moved this and put the X in the middle.
Yeah.
Just catches. But he's always going to be hard to beat, isn't he? I mean, there's no way round that. I think it's going to come down to straight toe-to-toe yet again between him and Mike.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you still got Fabian there, in and around there. Be interesting to see how these boys finish, if they can hold it together towards the end. But, I mean, there's some great scores being shot today.
I mean, Christian Spura behind him is only 7 down to here. All X's so far.
7 back of Hansen, 9.
Yeah, sorry, 7 back, yes.
Which is steady. Yeah.
I mean, what I would say is that it would be wrong to count anybody else out, but I think we can pretty much safely say that you can count everybody else out, and it'll be between Hansen and.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, well, talking to Stephan again earlier, same conversation. He said that tomorrow's faces are his type of faces, so He does.
Yeah, not so much at the American Nationals 3 weeks ago,
But he does enjoy shooting them faces. This is from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Not based on.
Not based
recent
on any
evidence.
fact.
Yeah, exactly. But
no, but I mean,
I don't want to count anyone out, but not because.
How's anybody going to overtake them?
Good point. Good point.
Good point. Well made. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, it's.
But they're not supermen, you know. I mean,
No,
they're not gods.
but
They can mess up.
They're not going to. They're both not going to drop. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a betting man, one of them's winning, isn't it?
Yes.
But
To find figures.
we've got a few people shooting well though.
Yes. For third place.
For third place.
Tony Weston and Dirk Schutz. That's Dirk shooting now. Tony in the background.
He was supposed to bring me one of them hats. He's forgotten.
One of what hats?
One of those new archery company. The archery company.
Yeah, we were
hats.
just checking that you got the right name for a second, weren't you? That's the middle. Dirk, father of Yannick.
Proud father recently, I'm sure.
I don't think his kids had a son. No, he is shooting well. If you think that archery is not an athletic sport,
I can't. I can try and stop you saying things, but I can't take them back.
it's got to that time of day.
It has been a long day today, but
It is. I mean, it's been, as ever, at Lier, it's just like hot and muggy.
Yeah.
And like, it's not that late in the day now, but it feels like a long day, and I'm not even shooting. There's some very
Nice.
middle. There's some very
Ooh, that's not-
tired archers come off this course.
yeah,
And you don't really expect that in a way.
I seem to remember them being a lot longer as well, obviously. But I think Liam's group once finished at about 7 o'clock.
But that was because some elderly Finn dropped his binoculars in the lake and wouldn't move on until they'd fished them out. And I remember Liam, in his Liverpudlian accent, going, I nearly kicked him into the lake to get them. But they were trying to field them out with a
Fish them
stick.
out. Okay, yeah, that wasn't going to end well. But
Did you ever shoot here when it was raining?
yeah,
God-forsaken place when it
Yeah.
rains.
I think I've shot it once when it was raining. But
It's like, because you go out onto the tops of the buildings and all the rest of it, and you accept that, but it's like a wood or a forest that is totally ineffective as an umbrella.
yeah,
There are quite a lot of forests where you come out and you're like, oh look, it was raining all day.
Yeah.
And in this, it's just a bucket of water coming off the leaves.
bit low from Tony with his last arrow, but
Down the back of your neck every time. Gilles Seywert?
also having a good day. 6 down.
Well, yes, he's
6 down coming into this. I
yeah,
should
he's
say. I
shot.
don't know what
He's
it's like
shot
at the moment.
well to make the X-count at Mullenborn. Isabell's son next to him. She
Not a good
had
day.
a great year
No.
this year. I was impressed with what she was doing last year, and on her debut. Hasn't really built on that.
Nice and clean.
Yeah. But no, Gilles, it's a bit long in the tooth. Missed Esch because of commitments to the European Grand Prix. But yeah, got the X count in Mullenborn. That's never an easy matter. Where are you gonna put this?
Yeah, nice.
85.
Just hanging a bit right. For the first 2 hours there.
He definitely looks better having had a shave, does Gilles? That's the middle.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
And he does find the eggs.
They're doing well on this one, these guys. Clean so far. 4 hours to go.
Tidy looking target.
Yeah. Best one we've seen all day, I think.
Pretty much. Nothing's going to change there, is it? If you
I don't know, it's 50-50, isn't it?
And Gilles' another one that he shot the STX well, but he's shooting this centre G well.
Yeah, same spot. Nice
Like,
group.
if you were spotting these, you'd just be going like, it's in that mess in the middle.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my Centergy. I think it's quite a nice bow. Quite easy to shoot, quite easy to tune. No drama with it.
Well, yeah. Anything against the drama, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice
So
in the middle.
5,
One
4,
each.
4 o'clock. Can't see it. Good.
I'm quite surprised we haven't seen more 20s on this.
Well, there's 2 in there now.
Well, yeah. More, I'm saying.
It's obviously easier when you've got a big chunk of arrows to aim at, and that's
Yeah,
another one
that's
down
nice.
the back of it.
5 o'clock.
So, no pressure, Isabell. But stick this in the middle, and I can't even do the maths.
Think
There's
she
like
can
16 fives.
I think she can feel the pressure we're putting on her.
I'm not really sure why she was moving her sight. They all looked good enough.
She was hanging a bit right, but I don't... Was she moving it up and down? I missed that.
She moved it up and down as well.
Yeah, no, that's silly.
Just tap it down there.
Sound.
No, it's at the bottom.
Thanks for that.
Maybe kissed out. Right. Toya is getting away with this a little bit. 10 up on the X's. Janine Meissner, like I say, has had a solid day and has worked stuff out as she's gone along. Hope has had a nightmare. She has gone 10 targets without a clean target after lunch, which has meant she has fallen down the leaderboard. And her attempt at winning 3 in a row, I think, is over. Stephan Hansen, 57 X's, like you say. He's hitting them. 53 for Mike. Reginald, tidy 52. And there
Stephan
you can
had
see it.
two targets in hand there as well.
Toya, 3 up. I think it's going to end up a lot more than that. I just don't know whether Hope's got a problem. Heather's coming back at them. I think that is going to be the top 4 for the ladies by the time this finishes. Mike 3 down, Stephan 3 down, Reginald 5 down, Fabian 5 down. I mean, we are pretty good at calling a men's top 4, aren't we? I mean, if only Chris White can push his way into that, then we'll be good. Watch the rest of the scores to see how this finishes out. The next episode you see will be a roundup, and then we'll be back with the top groups tomorrow.